I am Harry Selden. I have no way of knowing if anyone is present to hear this message, but that does not matter. I am here because we have successfully survived the fall of the Galactic Empire and have forged the first foundation. I am reminded that the whole ordeal was quite similar to the fall of another empire, the Roman Empire of ancient Earth. Either way, the fall of empires in general is fascinating. Many of the characteristics are similar. Gibbon and other historians who have written about the fall of Rome have all agreed that empires can become so large and far-reaching that they overburden themselves, causing their own demise. Rome could not reign in its overreaching empire, and the administrative population on Trantor, like in our Galactic Empire of Trantor, could not hold the burden of governing the entire galaxy. Additionally, political unrest can be a major cause leading toward a decline. In Rome, various emperors ascended the throne and were assassinated, and corruption was inevitable. In the Galactic Empire, Cleon I was assassinated, allowing the aristocrats to control the empire and began to abuse their power by protecting their own interests, thus beginning the decline. Rome began withdrawing from expeditions of lands in the east like Armenia and Mesopotamia, just as the Galactic Empire began to withdraw its interest from its fringes in places like Terminus. They also signed treaties of independence, like with the Anacreons. These outskirts began to become very barbarous and worked towards creating an empire all their own. But as the Galactic Empire fell, the foundation began its climb, just as the Huns and various other kingdoms began to rise to power and begin to invade the Roman Empire. For our Galactic Empire and the rise of the foundation, I used the advanced mathematical science of psychohistory and was able to calculate the best way to restore human civilization and give way to a new and better empire, the Foundation. My calculated plans for repairing a civilization greater than before are intricate, but I always kept science and knowledge for advancement at its core. Wars must be fought in a way that will pit other nations against each other. Anacreon was allowed to set up a base here on Terminus, but was removed once the religion was born. I planned that the Foundation would use religion to control the surrounding kingdoms to allow particularly barbarous nations to understand the complexities of our modern sciences and knowledge. By building a religion based off of the production of nucleics, the only resource on Terminus was an easy way to gain interest and later control the surrounding stars. They needed the nucleics, and we provided it. However, along with it came a religion, and only priests trained by the Foundation and loyal to the Foundation could run the temples that produced the nucleics and the power, allowing the Foundation to establish control and keep peace within the region. Trade would later replace the need for the religion distant civilizations began to resent. Like Krelian, the only way to establish a need and loyalty for the Foundation in these civilizations was to allow trade without the burden of religion. Technological advancements from the Foundation fortified the need for cheap goods that could be sold as luxury items for people who were furthest from the Foundation and that the barely surviving Galactic Empire could not produce. George Lucas, a man who wrote about another galaxy far, far away, used the same themes for cohesion and separation of the Empire. The Empire was forged together by overtaking different planets to join its forces. However, the empire in Star Wars was broken apart by the rebellion. Just as the Roman Empire had its fair share of slave rebellions. The Death Star was also similar to the capital planet Trantor, vast and all-encompassing. However, it had a small but grave weakness. Just like Trantor, the planet covered with metal that single-handedly governed the entire galaxy, but it was not enough and lacked ambitious leadership. I hope this was helpful to you in your endeavor to continue the furthering of the first foundation. Good luck.